Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a roof. Now, I've already done, the site plan, and I already have the hidden line. I kind of exaggerated the line work, made them a little bigger than I would normally, just so you could see it in the video of what's needed in a site plan. So this is the property line. Just put PL for short. And so you see a long dash, two dashes, and then a long dash, and that pattern repeats. Now, this is the footprint of the first floor that's in a hidden line. And so it's just dash, 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 space, dash, space. And so again, long dash, space, small dash, space, small dash, space, long dash. And that pattern repeats. I show a center line right here, and this is the alley, this is the street. You should label them as well. I show a sidewalk, I show that grassy area that is in some neighborhoods, that's in between the street and the sidewalk. And then here is the front lawn, and here is the house. So this video is going to be for roof plans, and I'm going to show you how to do roof plans. Now, typically I would offset this line 18 inches, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and do 24 inches. And because this is at a small scale, this is at 16th scale. And if you're wondering how to do 16th scale, well, this is the 16ths. And so for every dash you see, that's a foot. So what I'm going to do is I need to make this 2 feet and offset it 2 feet. And so I'm going to take this scale, just going to go ahead and mark it 2 feet. Do that here as well. And notice how I am getting 2 reference points, just to make sure. There's that old rule, measure twice, cut once, similar to that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that over here as well. And right here. And I would definitely recommend doing this on a tracing paper. That way, if you mess up, you just tear another sheet. All right, let's do that. And again, I'm just ticking off 2 feet on all sides. And I'm going to do the same over here. And there we go. And so this is going to be a porch, and I want that covered with within the confines of the roof that I'm about to build. And so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that happens. All right. So now I'm ready to just lightly create the line work. And I'm using these smaller ones. These smaller triangles, just so you can see in the video. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to do some cleanup afterwards, so again, go really light. And what I'm creating is the overhang. Most roofs have an overhang. Why do they have an overhang? Well, I want you to look that up. Why do buildings have overhangs? Why do houses have overhangs? I should be more clear about that. Okay, and here. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and my racing shield, I'm gonna take this part and this part, clean it up a little bit. Right? All right. So now I'm going to show you how, there's various roofs types. I'm just going to show you hip and gable. Your gable roofs are more of your triangular ones, and you'll see a fascia like that. And if you were to look at this side of the house, it would look similar to like that. Where this is more of an angle. If I was to draw this like this, this is the hip roof, and let's just say I wanted to go, and it would look something like this, where this is kind of slanted, everything's kind of slanted. And even if I was to do, something like this, oops. I would definitely have to know the nature of the roof before I even actually start this. And so that's slanted down. And so that's hip and gable. And I'm going to show you how you can do both. So I have, I'm going to darken as I go. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to get it real quick. Sorry, it's bothering me. There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to use my small .45. Now, I flipped it over on purpose because this has a beveled edge and it keeps sliding underneath this bar. And so when I flip it over, this edge meets the straight edge perfectly, so it doesn't slide underneath and mess with the drawing. There we go. And now it takes some getting used to, but you get the idea. All right. So, how do we go about doing this? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how I was taught. All the lines that I'm going to draw are 45 degrees. And I'm going to show you how they connect afterwards. So, let's do that. Let's do 45. And again, go light. And I'm going to go over here, 45. And then I'm going to flip this and carefully do 45 and 45. And where these lines meet is the ridge. And so all these slope in that way. I have the arrows indicating that slopes down this way, this way, this way, and that way. And so, go ahead and darken that up. Let's darken this up. And that's it. This is how you do roofs. Now, do they get a little more complicated? Yes, they do. They do. And sometimes you have to, really study them. All right. Now, what about here? Now, I could do a gable roof right here. I can just do that triangular one right here. I could totally do that. I could just put a straight line from the middle here and where this meets that, this roof, and then deal with that roof. Or I can make it a hip roof as well. And let's make it a hip roof. So again, 45. That's where it meets. And I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup because that just bothers me. And then we have this part right here that this is supposed to match up. So I should be able to take this angular line and make a copy right here. And this line is the ridge of that roof. And so, here's what I want to do. I want to go. There we go. And you can see how the roof is forming. Do I need one over here? No, I don't, because this is going to go up. And how do I know that? Well, let's go. So here we go. And here we go. Let's flip this. this corner and in this corner. Okay, and now I know that from here to here, there's a ridge, tiny, tiny ridge. And I could take this intersection right here. Let's see if I can zoom in. So I could take this intersection right here and take that point and then just drop it down to here. It should match up. And it does. Oop. There we go. So it matches up. Good to go. I just need to darken my roof. Let's add this. And let's go over here. Darken this up. You're gonna make sure your line thicknesses are similar. It should all be the same. There we go. And voila, there's the roof. Slopes down this way, this way, this way, this way. This is all one side here. Slopes down that way, and this is the garage, down that way, down that way, and down that way. Now, this outline right here, this hidden line, that's the footprint of your first floor. Now, you might have to do the footprint of the second floor because you might have a little roof in other areas, you know. So like if this was the second floor and then let's just say the house came out to here on the first floor, well, then this wouldn't necessarily be the footprint of the first floor. So again, you're gonna have to think about this logically. How does it look going straight down? And that's pretty much it. Do you have to put the hidden line? You could just do the roof, and let's just say there's another roof, but this hidden line helps. And so I would definitely lay down some tracing paper first with this on the site plan, and then another sheet, tear off another piece of tracing paper and lay it down, and then start doing your roof. And then just put them together and trace it all together. And you're good to go. But that's it. That's how you do roofs. It's pretty, not too bad. All right. Oh, and I just wanted to say real quick that if I was to make this a gable, I wouldn't use these lines. This line, this ridge right here, would just go straight to this line right here. Never mind that. That's an AC unit that I drew on a floor plan. I printed this out just so I could show you how to do roofs. Anyway, there you go.